Good morning, traders and investors. Dale Sarger, Trader Boys. It's gonna be a crazy day in the markets. We got the S&P. We got the breakout yesterday. Big moves to the upside. We're following through. We've got through the supply level, and we're on that hunt for that 3,400 mark that we posted last week. We got this post out there last week on that yellow line. We're expecting to come through about the 3,500 mark here, and we're going to get there. It's going to be a new all-time high in the S&P. It's going to take some work to get there, but it's on its way. There's obviously a supply level in here that we're going to get through, and that lower trend line is going to give it some trouble. By the time we get there, that should be right on track and right on point. On the Nasdaq, the Russell 2000 is in supply, but what is great this morning is if you come back over here and we check this out, we're going to see S&P up 24, which is 0.75%, Nasdaq up 0.8%, so these are in line with each other. The Russell is leading the way at 1.23%. That means we've got a little bit of breadth to this market, and we got money coming in. The Dow is up 0.7, 186 points here. So yesterday, the only reason why the Dow went up, if we look at the Dow 30 over here, the only reason, the entire Dow 30 is up. The only reason why the Dow went up yesterday is Apple and Microsoft had massive big moves, and Goldman Sachs was up a little. These two stocks really carried the Dow to a 100-point gain yesterday. That was it. So it was a very narrow market. So these are what we call market internals. They're very important to watch. Right? The market went up basically just tech only yesterday. So interesting stuff. We got money coming in bonds. We got oil that exploded at 1 o'clock in the morning. Some sort of news hit the market, and it is just exploded up to $42. Gold is on the move up to 1840. Right? And then you see all the big names here. Tesla had a huge day yesterday, up 8 or 9%. Amazon was up 8 or 9% yesterday, massive. It was up $200 and something, just huge move to the upside. So tech was on the rally yesterday. Look, we got money coming to IBM and Goldman here, so Dow's on the move, and then we got our Corona plays here. We even got money coming to the Corona plays. It's insane, right? So here's the Russell. Russell's into the supply level, so it's got to get through this. Now, if the Russell can get through this, and this is going to be a really important chart to watch today, if the Russell can get through the supply area, that's going to really allow the markets to move. That's going to give us a wider breadth market, more money coming in across the entire market. That's going to show us we have a real rally on our hands to get to the S&P to new all-time highs. Nasdaq is just below the all-time high. We're expected to hit new all-time highs here very soon. And that's not going to be hard to do. And when that news hits the market, you're going to have your Robinhood buyers hitting the buy button like crazy, and it's going to happen. Right now, the VIX has dropped big time, so that's showing us that the money is coming out of the S&P puts, which is your protective measure on a hedge of a portfolio. So that's giving us indication that we can go. And here, look at this, 1 o'clock in the morning. Right? News hit the market, and then oil just rallied. And we spoke about this yesterday. It's breaking through. This supply level is basically non-existent because we've been here so many times, and breaking through this and oil rallying. So oil is our long-term play to the upside, and it's playing out for us. It's happening right now. So this is going to be awesome longer term. Now you got to remember, Corona plays heavily into oil markets. If we start getting hit heavy on coronavirus, then the demand for oil is going to decrease, and down comes oil. Right, short term. Now look at this. This is huge. This is gold. Gold has just gone through that supply level. Look, we're traced down to this little demand level and just on the move big time. So we got money coming across the entire market here. So very interesting markets. We can see we're hitting this lower trend line up here right now, and that's providing a little bit of resistance. But big move in gold as well here. So money is coming in right across the entire market. A phenomenal trading day it's going to be. I'll show you a little bit more of market internals here. This is your advances to declines in the Nasdaq. This is how narrow the market was yesterday. Even though the Nasdaq had a huge day up, it's still in a select number of stocks. You can see here the green line is the number of stocks that were above their zero. Right? They're profitable on the day. So 1,636 stocks went up, 1,577 went down. There's only slightly more going up than what they were going down, and yet the Nasdaq was up huge yesterday. If we look at this on the New York Stock Exchange, we had the Dow up, but look at this. 1,675 were down on the New York Stock Exchange, below their closing price of the previous day, and 1,260 up were positive on the day. We had more going down than were going up, and yet we still had the Dow up on the day. We had the Russell down on the day, though. So that just kind of look at the market internals. That's how narrow the market was. So it's just a limited number of stocks yesterday. All your big name tech stocks are really on the move that really made that happen. If you're looking at the coronavirus plays, this is Carnival Cruise Lines, and what it's done is we've come down, we've broken the trend line. We didn't quite get the higher high, but we've come back down. We're looking for a double bottom formation, double bottom W for winner. And if we go above that 16 mark right there, you get an entry. Right now, we're really going to see a lot of strength in the market, but we're opening at 1544 is the bid right now, so we're not too far away. So you get a little low risk trade here, and it can run into 18 here with no real problem at all. So 16 up to 18 with about $1 risk. You get a 2-to-1 there, and if we can get above 18, we can come into around 1931. Now we're looking at a daily chart, so this is not something you expect to happen today, that's for sure. But in the next couple days, if you can keep this market going higher, and there's no economic news to prevent that from happening, there's a nice little play there. Let's look at, we've got Delta Airlines here on the fly. Now we've got the higher on the Delta, right back down to demand, okay, right back down to the lower trend line, and you've got the same setup here. So this is on the 1 hour time frame. I mean, if we break above, you go either here to be more confident behind the transaction, and we've got a bid right now at 26.60. So we're going to be opening just above that. So you got to be careful on this one. 26.60, we're going to open above that. Now you can take that right off the open and put your stop loss below the low of yesterday, and you get a trade on your hand, and we can fill this gap to get up to 28.62. So there's an opportunity for you. We've got United Airlines. It's retraced back down to fill its gap. Same situation, and we got a bid on that at 32.70 right now. So just below this high right here. So break above the high, take the breakout trade. All right, there's another opportunity. That's an inverse ETF, XM. Ooh, XM's going to be, what do we got? 43.30. 43.30 on the bid right now, so we're just below this candle's low. That's another opportunity. Break above the candle's high, 53.55. You've got a trade right there, and you can hold this one long term. There's a long-term play on XM with a huge dividend. It's 8+% dividend on XM right there. So there's a couple plays for you, some educational trading ideas for you. Have a phenomenal day in the markets. It's going to be a ripper. Enjoy your day. Safe trading.